Students, in today's lecture, we will be learning about oxyacetylene gas welding process. Oxyacetylene gas welding process is a fusion type of welding process in which heat which is utilized for welding the workpieces is obtained by the chemical combustion of oxygen and acetylene. This is a fusion type of welding process in which generally a filler metal is used. Now let us see what is the setup for this oxyacetylene gas welding. In this there is a oxygen cylinder. This oxygen cylinder is painted black and it has a pressure regulator on its top, and it is having this pressure regulator is having a right-handed threads, and to regulate the flow of oxygen there is a pressure regulator, and here there are two pressure gauges. One of the pressure gauge measures the pressure inside the oxygen cylinder, and the other pressure gauge measures the pressure which is supplied in the hoses or in the oxygen hose. In this oxygen cylinder, oxygen is stored at a pressure of around 200 to 225 bar. There is another cylinder which stores pressurized acetylene. This cylinder is comparatively larger in diameter in comparison to oxygen cylinder, and its height is small in comparison to oxygen cylinder. This cylinder is also having on top of it pressure regulator and pressure gauges. The pressure gauges measure the pressure inside the acetylene cylinder and pressure in the hose for acetylene supply. Now the acetylene in this cylinder is stored at a pressure of around 15 to 15.5 bar. Now these cylinders are further connected to the welding torch with the help of hoses, and these hoses are used to carry oxygen and acetylene to welding torch. The hose which is carrying oxygen to welding torch is blue in color, and the hose which is carrying acetylene to welding torch is red in color. The welding torch receives the supply of oxygen and acetylene at a reduced pressure by regulating these gas control valves. One is for acetylene and another is for oxygen. Now here in this welding torch there is a mixing chamber in which acetylene and oxygen will be mixed, and in the welding torch there is a nozzle, and at the tip of the nozzle the flame of oxyacetylene is made. Now let us see how this setup works, how flame is generated. in oxyacetylene welding setup. Now first, by opening the regulating valve of oxygen and acetylene, the required pressure is supplied to the of oxygen and acetylene to the welding torch. Then first we open the acetylene gas control valve and purely acetylene comes out of the tip of the nozzle of welding torch. Now this acetylene, pure acetylene, is ignited by friction spark lighter. Once this flame, acetylene, pure acetylene flame is ignited, we now open the oxygen control valve gradually so as to increase the supply of oxygen through the nozzle. And as the supply of oxygen is gradually increased, a time comes when the flame which is generated is having a very defined and distinct inner cone, which is light blue in color, and it is surrounded by an outer envelope. Right? Now let us see the reactions which will be carried out in this process between oxygen and acetylene. Here you can see there will be two reactions. One is primary reaction. This primary reaction takes place because of the supply of acetylene and oxygen in equal proportion in the mixing chamber. In the mixing chamber of welding torch, and when the supply of acetylene and oxygen in equal proportion is done and it is chemical reaction takes place, it produces carbon monoxide and hydrogen by releasing heat. Now this chemical reaction takes place in the flame's inner cone, and the heat contained in the inner cone is utilized for welding. Heat contained in the inner cone is utilized for welding. Here you can see this is the inner cone. The outer cone is deflected. This inner cone tip is kept at a distance of 2 to 3 millimeters from the work surface, and the heat of this primary reaction which is contained in this inner cone is utilized for welding purpose, right? But we can see here the complete combustion of carbon has not taken place and hydrogen is fully available for the further combustion. Now the secondary reaction takes place, and this secondary reaction utilizes the oxygen which is supplied from the atmosphere around. These products of combustion are further combined with the oxygen which is supplied from the atmosphere in order to complete the combustion by making CO2 and hydrogen vapor and further releasing the heat. This heat is contained in the outer envelope of the flame which is produced in the welding torch nozzle tip. This heat in the outer envelope of the flame which is produced in oxyacetylene welding is utilized to preheat the workpiece. Here we can see this outer flame is deflected all around the workpiece so that it preheats the workpiece. In this welding, oxyacetylene welding process, the maximum temperature of around 3500 degrees centigrade is achieved when oxidizing flame is generated. But generally we use neutral flame for welding most of the materials, that is mild steel, aluminum, copper, cast iron and stainless steel, and the temperature which is achieved at the neutral flame is around 2250 degrees centigrade, and this flame is known as neutral since in this flame the equal proportion of oxygen and acetylene is supplied from the mixing chamber, and therefore there is no excess of oxygen or lack of oxygen, so that it can either oxidize the workpiece or reduce the workpiece, and therefore this flame is known as neutral flame, and it is having a temperature of 2250 degrees centigrade. And the third type of flame which is produced in this process is reducing or carburizing flame. In this type of flame, the quantity of the oxygen is reduced in the mixing chamber in comparison to the acetylene, and therefore it is having free carbon, and this free carbon is utilized for carburizing processes to carry out heat treatment or the surface hardness to increase the surface hardening of the low carbon steel metals. In the oxidizing flame, the inner cone is comparatively smallest in comparison to all the three flames because of the complete combustion of the acetylene, and therefore it produces highest temperature, that is 3500 degrees centigrade in this process. So this was all about the working of the oxyacetylene welding process. This welding process is generally used for repair work of comparatively thinner workpieces. Thank you.